Good morning, friends. It's Miss Jackson again. I'm here again today, focusing on alphabets with you all. And I'm going to continue our activity today, focusing on alphabets. And we're going to stay with the letter alphabet A. And I'm going to give you another way or another material to use to make the letter A. So today I have spaghetti noodles. Remember, yesterday I explained to parents that we can use other materials to stuff a Play Doh. So today I'm going to use spaghetti noodles, and I also have sticks that I'm going to use. And remember, parents, we can also use tree branches or stems from the trees outside. We can use a ruler. We can use shoestrings as well to just make the patterns of the letters for to help our friends begin our writing skills. So today again, we're coming with the letter A. A. A is for apple. And I have three strings of spaghetti. One, two, three. And we're going to follow the pattern of the letter A. So we have one line. So we're going to use one noodle and another line going down. And then we could just break this noodle in half to make the short line in between, which makes our capital A. There's the letter A. A is for apple. Now let's try another way of using another material, like our sticks. So we have three lines for the letter A. We're going to have three sticks for the letter A. One, two, three. So we have two long and one short. So we're going to follow the pattern again. One stick going down and another stick going down. And here we have one in the middle. And there's your A. A. A is for apple. Now we're going to try using shoestrings. So here I have a long shoestring to follow the pattern of the letter A. So we're going to take the end of the shoestring, put it on your, follow the pattern of the letter, one line going up, and you can just curve it around to go down. And then we can take the end, bring it up to the middle, and go across. And that's the pattern using a shoestring of the letter A. Let me fix that. Let's try another letter. Here is the letter H. H for horse. Still using three lines. So again, we can use our spaghetti noodles. One line down, another line down, and one across. And there you have the letter H using spaghetti noodles. Now, parents, if you don't have the cards, you can also draw on a piece of paper using markers, which is colorful markers, which brings the attention of our babies to it. So using paper to write out the letters, and they can still follow without having the alphabet cards. So again, I'm going to use another material, same sticks and same amount. One, two, and three. One stick here, another stick here, and one in the middle. And there you have the letter H. H is for horse. So, friends, I'm going to read a book for you. Now that we have focused on a few letters of the alphabets, just want to give you a little literacy and a book that you may enjoy. And the book is called Corduroy. I know some of my friends are familiar with Corduroy. It's a very good book. So let's read the Corduroy book. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in a toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for someone to come along and take him home. He's waiting to go home with a friend. Do you see Corduroy? The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Ooh, he's all the way back there in that green overall, so no one really can see him. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's a very bear I always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He lost a button to one of his shoulder straps." Oh, so maybe Corduroy can get that fixed. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go see if I can find one." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he stepped on the escalator and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator as he reached the next floor, and there before his eyes, a most exciting sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a place," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I have always wanted to live in a place like this." He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, he's there, his button," he cried. He tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down really tight. So he couldn't get that button off because it was too tight for him to grasp. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button and off the mattress, Corduroy toppled. Bang onto the floor lamp. Over it fell and with a crash, Corduroy made an accident in the seat. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When I heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now, who in the world did that?" he explained. "Somebody must be hiding around in here." He flashed the flashlight over and under the sofa beds and until he came the biggest bed of all. And there he was, 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. "Well, hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman turkey Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him onto the shelf of the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only a day before. I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I can bring you home. Lucky Corduroy, he gets to go home. Shall I put him in a box for you? The sales lady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and chest under drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like the enormous place in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder straps fastened. You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, says Lisa, and gave him a great big hug. The end. That concludes our story for today, Corduroy, and I hope to see you all tomorrow with another activity. Enjoy your day. Bye, friends.